Hey guys, so this is still properties of exponents notes. These are going to go on page 32 though. So I'm going to go ahead and get that labeled. And these are the note videos for Tuesday. And this is page 32 now in your notebook, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get jumping into the rules. There will probably be 3 separate videos, one for each of the 3 rules we'll learn today. So this is going to be, this is actually technically still property number 3, which we did yesterday on Monday. So this was the power raising rule. And today we're just going to expand on it a little bit, okay? So expanded. All right, so we talked about yesterday how the power raising rule says that when you have one exponent raised to another, I need to go this way because it's backwards, one exponent raised to another, then you're going to multiply the exponents, right? So we did do an example yesterday where you had more than one exponent to multiply. That was actually this power raising expanded rule. So it's where you have to expand and multiply by more than one exponent, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just jump into some examples because you guys already should know what the power raising rule is. So example 1, and this is technically property number 4. It is off of number 3, but they like to say there's 6. This is the 4th one. So example 1, we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and make it a little challenging for you guys, okay? 2 squared x cubed y squared all raised to the 2nd power. All right, so this is powers raised to another power. That's why it's the power raising rule, or power to a power. So we learned yesterday that every exponent on the inside, every single one, gets raised to the outside one. And remember, we talked about how it's like distributing because each of these multiplies with the squared that's outside, okay? So this is just going to become, bring down all your bases. So we have a 2, a x, and a y. Those are my 3 bases, right? Now for the 2 times 2 is 4, so that's 2 to the 4th. For the x, 3 times 2 is 6. And for the y, 2 times 2 again is 4. Now, what's tricky about this one is a bunch of you will leave it like this, and on your exam, that would be considered wrong. Well, not wrong, but not simplified, so it's not fully correct, okay? You should be able to do 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 4th means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times itself 4 times, okay? So we should be able to simplify that 2 to the 4th because remember, that's like a coefficient. It's just a number that's out front, okay? So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times 2 is 16. So this is really 16x to the 6th, y to the 4th. And if you typed in 2 to the 4th in a calculator, you would still get 16, okay? All right, so let's do another one. If this video seems like I'm talking less, you guys already know how to do this one, okay? So I just want to give you lots of examples. So let's do 3a to the 4th, b to the 5th, c all cubed. All right, so for this one, 3a to the 4th, b to the 5th, c all cubed. First thing, we have powers on the inside being raised to another power. So we know we're going to have to multiply, but this is where it gets tricky. You have to multiply every exponent inside. So it looks like there's only 2, but you guys know me better than that. How many exponents are actually on the inside? This 3 has an understood 1, and this c has an understood 1, and we have to multiply every exponent inside. So this is where you guys will mess up, is you won't put your ones there and then you'll forget to multiply, okay? Those get multiplied too. So I'm going to bring over all my bases. So I've got a 3a, b, and c. And now I'll worry about the exponents. So 1 times 3 is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 3 is 15. And 1 times 3 is 3. Are we done yet? Good, y'all got it figured out. We're not done yet. So now, remember, this 3 out front is a coefficient. We should be able to do 3 cubed. That means 3 times itself 3 times. Okay? So 3 times 3 is 9. And then if I take 9 times 3, you should get 27. A to the 12th, B to the 15th, C to the 3rd. And this is my final answer. Okay? Now there's another way you could see this power raising rule. So I'm going to give you another example. Okay, you could see this power raising rule look like this. So we're still taking more than one power on the inside because we have multiple things that have multiple exponents, right? Multiple terms. And we're raising all of that to the 3rd. Now, this is Miss Poole's rule. With ones like this, you're going to simplify inside first if needed, okay? And that's just Miss Poole's rule. But if you can simplify inside parentheses, think about PEMDAS, you need to do that first. It makes it a lot easier in the end, okay? Now, can we do 2 divided by 3? Can we do this part right here? No, 2 does not go into 3, and we can't simplify it either, right? So, can't do anything there. Can we divide x's and y's? No, because they're not like bases. They're not like terms, right? So we are almost ready to go ahead and just distribute in our outside exponent. But first, I want you guys to go put in all your ones that are missing because you can't forget to distribute that 3 to those exponents, okay? So this 2 has an understood 1 as its exponent. This x has an understood 1. And this 3 has an understood 1. This 3 on the outside gets multiplied by all 4 of those, okay? So this is going to be 2, 1 times 3 is 3, so 2 cubed, x, 1 times 3 is 3, over 3 is my base, so I'm bringing it over, 1 times 3 is again 3, and then my next base is y, and 2 times 3 is 6. So now once you get here, only other thing you have to do is to simplify. So look at your coefficients in the front. We should be able to simplify those. 2 cubed means 2 times itself 3 times. So 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 again is going to be 8x cubed over, and then we just did 3 cubed up here. That is 27 y to the 6th. So that is your expanded power rule. It's the same power raising rule that we did yesterday, but you just have to distribute it in more. That's why it's called expanded. There's more to distribute, okay? So this was video 1. Your other 2 videos are going to be posted after this one. Make sure you get in on the video chat if you need my help, okay?